أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 4.8 class. In this, we will study the first 5 pages of the first juz of the Mus'haf. They contain Suratul Fatah and Suratul Baqarah 37 ayah. We keep these 5 pages pointers on our 5 fingers of the right hand, starting with the thumb, first page, and the 5th page on the last little finger. The pointers for the first page are praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqeen, attributes of muttaqeen. Once more, praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqeen, attributes for muttaqeen. The page 2 pointers are no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqeen, corrupts and fools, double face. No guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqeen, corrupts and fool, and double face. For the third page, first example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. First example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. We can say shortly for the first page, praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes. For the second page, we can say kafirin, munafiqeen, corrupts, double face. Kafirin, munafiqeen, corrupts, double face. For the third page, we can say fire, rain, call, challenge. Fire, rain, call, challenge. Let's to proceed. Today we will start the 4th page, and the sign and or the pointers for the 4th page are warning and good news. Example of a mosquito who goes astray. How can you disbelieve? Let's to keep them on the fingers. Warning and good news. Example of mosquito who goes astray. How can you disbelieve? Warning and good news. Example of mosquitoes who goes astray. How can you disbelieve? In short, we can say warning, mosquitoes, astray, and disbelieve. Warning, mosquito, astray, and disbelieve. Let's start with the first pointer, that is warning and good news. Earlier, we have studied in previous verses, Allah challenged those people who have doubt in the Quran to bring a surah like a surah of the Quran. Now he gives warning to those who reject and gives good news to those who accept it. Let's start with the tilawah. If anyone among you want to have the tilawah, please go ahead. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرات الرزق قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأوتوا به متشابها ولهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وهم فيها خالدون. Let's to see the lessons. Warning, the 5 for those who reject, and good news for those who believe and do good deeds. blessings in Jannah, rivers, fruits, purified spices, and the eternity. Let's to see the wording constructions of the ayah. Fa is a harf, in is a harf, lam is a harf, wa, lan, fa, wa, li, they all are the haruf. Look at the verbs. Taf'alu, ittaqu, ittaqu. Basically, it's when we remove the fa, it becomes ittaqu or iddat. They are the verb mean the fear. And what about the asma? Al-nar, allati, wa is not a ism, it's a harf. Kudu and ha, both are the ism. An-nas, al-hijara, lil-kafin. In lil-kafin, li is a harf, and al-kafirin, it is the ism. Let's have the second ayat. Wa, anna, la, min, wa, bi, wa, la, fi, wa, fi. They all are haruf. Bashir, amanu, amelu, tajri, ruziku, kalu, ruzikna, utu. They all are fail, mean the verb. Allazina, as-salihat, hum, jannatin, tahti, and ha, al-anhar, kullama, ha, samaratin, rizkan, haza, allazi, qablu, bi is a harf, he is a zamir. Mean the ism, mutashabi and ha. Ha, azwaj, mutahratun, ha and khalu. They all are ism, mean they are the noun. Look, the new words in each line, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. It means not more than 3 new words in a line, and for their remembering the meanings, we will use the 3 phases for any 3 new words in a line. Let's to go for the word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. Bismillah Rahman. Fa, so, fa in, but if. When it joined with in, it becomes but if. Lam mean no, mean it is do not. Taf'alu mean you do. Taf'alu is the mudare plural. Taf'alu, wa and lan, never. Taf'alu will be able to do. Fattaku, so then be afraid. Fattaku, ittaqa, to afraid. Fattaku, so you become afraid, but anar, the fire. Allati, that one, are whose, wakud mean the fuel. The who, is mean the nar. It is the zameen going to the nar. Whose fuel is annas, the men, one, and hijara. And the hijara mean the stones. Mean that fire which will be burned by human being and the stones. They will be used as a fuel in that. Or it that has been ready, prepared. Lil Kafrin, leaving for Al Kafrin for the disbelievers. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is warning that if you don't believe in or faith in Amanu, so then be ready. You will be the part of that fire, in which the human and the stone will be used as a fuel. They will be burning. And it has been prepared especially for those who are the disbelievers. Fattaku mean then fear, anar, the fire. So it's a new word. Let's to have the R, 5S, 10 loud. Fattakun nar, then fear the fire. The next wakudwa is a new word. Let's to have repeated thrice. Allati wakuduha, allati wakuduha, allati wakuduha, whose fuel is. Hijara is a new word. Let's to repeat the hijara. Wal hijara, the stone. Uiddat is a new word. Let's repeat it in the form of phrase, "U'iddat lil kafirin, u'iddat lil kafirin, u'iddat lil kafirin," prepared for them. For 1400 years, nobody could answer to this challenge. Arabs were the companions of that language in the Prophet's time. They fought wars and did everything to stop the message, but could not produce a surah. A person himself becomes the fuel for the hellfire, so every part will be burning, causing him extreme pain. The stones mentioned here may be referred to the idols. Seeing them will be increase his mental tortures. When the men who were part of the north, the hellfire, when will they see that those idols are also burning whom they were worshipping in the world, they will have the more mental torturedness that their idols, their lords, they are also, or their gods are also burning down with them. Ali, please repeat this part. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa bashir. Wa and bashir mean good news, good tidings. Allazina, those, amanu, they believe. It's a plural. Those who believe. Wa and amalu, and act. Which act? As-salihat, righteous deed. Those who do the righteous deed, anna, for them, lahum, them, for them, Jannah. What is garden? Jannah means gardens. Tajri mean flow. Flow min tahtiya. Min tahtiya mean below, beneath them. Ha mean that Jannah in the which there will be flowing the waters. There will be flowing the channels. And nahar means rivers, channels. Kullama, whenever, ruziku is a majhul. It is on the weight of fu'ila. It's the past majhul, fu'ila. They are provided minha from it, min samarat from the fruit, rizqan to provision for the eating. So this is the part which is giving the blessing to those who become the believers, who become the faithful, who accepted the faith. For them, there is a Jannah. They will enter in that, and under that Jannah, they are flowing the channels or the rivers, and they will given the fruits from it to eat them. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qalu, they will say, Haza, this Allazi is that Ruzikna was given us, us, min kablu, before. When they say the fruit, they will say this is the same which was given us to earlier. Wa'atubu, and they will be given that they will be given mutashabiha, similar to that. Fruit will be same or in shape and look, but actually they will be different. Walahum, and for them, fiha, therein, azwajun, there are pairs, spouses, mutahharatun, purified. For the men, for the women, for women, there will be the men. Wahum, and for them, fiha, khalidun, they will remain there forever. That is the good news for those who are the believers. They will enter in Jannah, and there they will find the fruits which will be similar in look, which were given to them earlier, but they will be different, and they will have the spouses mean the opposite of each one. They will purify, and they will remain forever there. That is a good news, or the talk, or the award which will be given to them. Here the word is mutashabia. In this word, now this thing is happening. Experimentally, they have produced such fruits. If you look, it seems an orange. But when you cut it, you find it's inside is a mango. You see, it's a pomegranate in shape, but when you cut, it is inside is a peach. You see, it's a watermelon. When you cut, it's the million inside. It's a million in shape. When you cut, it appears to be the watermelon. The science even is doing these things. We see the fruit in a shape, but when we open our use, it is inside is a something else. So it's not a new thing or not understandable thing now. Now we recognize in Jannah when the fruits will be brought to the people in Jannah, they will think they are the same which we have just had before or we have seen, we have ate. But when they will open or they will eat, they will be different. They will be have different taste, look, and different types and varieties of the fruits. So that is not a new thing now. Now science has brought us to this concept. It is possible. You can change the shape and you can change the inside of a one fruit to the other. It's not common. You go on nets and you find so many varieties of such things. They are in apparently watermelon, you cut is the million. It's prepared the million exactly, but the cut is inside the water. In the same way, you have so many other examples which they have genetically produced. Let's to go for the new word. Wabashir is a new word. Let's to have a phrase. وبشر الذين آمنوا وبشر الذين آمنوا وبشر الذين آمنوا give good tidings to those who believe. The next is tajri and tahta. They both are the new word. Let's have a phrase for them. تجري من تحتها الأنهار تجري من تحتها الأنهار تجري من تحتها الأنهار flow under which rivers the channels. Let's to have the explanation of this. Yes, there is another part. وَأُوتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا وَأُوتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا وَأُوتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا, and they will given that in resemblance. The next word is azwajun mutahharatun. Let's repeat twice. Azwajun mutahharata. Azwajun mutahharata. Azwajun mutahharatun mean purified spices. Khalidun is a new word. Let's have phrase. Wahum fiha khalidun. Wahum fiha khalidun. Wahum fiha khalidun. And they therein will abide forever. وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا mean the good news for those who believe and do good deeds. Both are important. And أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ mean Allah will honor them and grant them Jannah. Rivers of different types will be flowing under their houses there. Ruziku minha min samrat mean blessings in Jannah, fruits of different types. Allah will surprise them every time they are given fruits. They will be similar to earlier ones, but different in taste. They will be given purified spices, physically and morally purified. They will live there happily forever. How foolish will it be for if we use this small lifetime in rejecting and disobeying Allah and lose eternal happiness? In these and previous verses, three most important topics of the Quran are mentioned. What are they? First is Tawheed, mean U'budu Rabbakum. Second, the Risala, mean Anzalna ala Abdina. And third is the Akhirah, mean An-Nar and Jannah. So these are the three most important topics so far we have studied. Alim, please repeat this part. Please repeat this also. Let's to have the translation of the complete ayahs. But if you do not do it, and you will never be able to do it, then fear the fire whose fuel is men and stones, prepared for the disbelievers. And give good news, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to those who believe and do righteous deeds, that for them will be gardens under which rivers flow. Whenever they are provided with the provisions of the fruit thereof, they will say, this is what we were provided with before, and they will be given things in resemblance, and they will have therein the life orders or the spices who will be purified forever, and they will remain forever there. Let's have the lesson, dua, and plan. The lesson we learn from this ayah is warning the fire for those who reject, and God knew and the good news for those who believe and do good deeds. And blessings in Jannah will be in the form of rivers, fruits, purified spices, and eternity, meaning forever living there. Let's to pray. Allahumma ajirna minan nar. Oh Allah, save us from the fire. Help me to be righteous deeds. Bless me with the Jannah, and evaluate yourself and plan. Inshallah, I will strengthen my iman by studying the Quran and Sunnah and do righteous deed to please the Allah alone. Let's to see the Asma and Afal coming in this part. Nar. Nar is a singular, plural is Niran. Insan is the singular, the Nas is the plural, Hajar is the singular, Hijara is the plural, Jannah is the singular, and the Jannah is the plural. Let's to have Nahar is a single, Anhar is a plural, Samar is a single, Samrat is a plural, Zawj is a singular, Azwaj is a plural. Let's to see three letters sound words on the pattern of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samya. Fa'ala, Yaf'alu, If'al, Fa'il, Maf'ul, Fail. The next one is Kafara, Yakfuru, Ukfur, Kafir, Makfur, Kufar. Let's to have their tables. Fa'ala. Yes, who would like to revise the Fa'ala table? Okay, fa'ala, he did, fa'alu, they did, fa'alta, you did, fa'altu, I did, fa'altum, you all did, fa'alna, we did, fa'alat, she did. Yafalu, he does, yafaluna, they do, tafalu, you do, tafalu, I do, tafaluna, you all do, nafalu, we do, tafalu, she does. If'al, do, if'alu, do you all, la tafal, don't do, la tafalu, don't do you all. File, the doer, maful, the one we affected, failed to do. The next word is kafara. Yes, brother Karim, do you want to revise this table kafara?
Kafarta, you refused. Kafarto, I refused. Kafartum, you refused. Kafarna, we refused. Kafarat, she refused. Yakfuru, he refuses. Yakfuruna, they refuse. Takfuru, you refuse. Akfuru, I refuse. Takfuruna, you all refuse. Nakfuru, we refuse. Takfur, she refuses. Ukfur, refuse. Ukfuru, refuse you all. La takfur, don't refuse. La takfuru, you all don't refuse. Kafirun, the refuser. Makfurun, makfurun, the one who be refused. Kufr, to refuse. Kufrun, to refuse.
Good. Excellent, excellent. Let's proceed. There are more on the same pattern. Amila, Yamalu, Amal, Amil, Mamul, Amal. The next one is Razaka, Yarzuku, Urzuk, Razik, Marzuk, Rizq. The next one is Khalada, Yakhludu, Ukhulud, Khalid, Dash, Khulud, and Khuld. Khuld and Khulud, they are the two masdar. Maful is, there is no maful for that. So the next table is Amila. Amila, he acted upon. Amilu, they acted upon. Amilta, you acted upon. Amiltu, I acted upon. Amiltum, you all acted upon. Amilna, we acted upon. Amalat, she acted upon. Yamalu, he acts upon. Yamuluna, they act upon. Tamalu, you act upon. Amalu, I act upon. Tamaluna, you all act upon. Namalu, we act upon. Tamalu, she acts upon. Amal, act upon. Amalu, act upon you all. La tamal, don't act upon. La tamal, you all don't act upon. Amil, the actor. Amul, the one to be acted upon. Amul, to act upon. Then is the Razaka. Razaka, he provided. Razaku, they provided. Razakta, you provided. Razaktu, I provided. Razaktum, you all provided. Razakta, we provided. Razakat, she provided. Yarzuku, he provides. Yarzukuna, they provide. Tarzuku, you provide. Arzuku, I provide. Tarzuku, she provides. Urzuk, provide. Urzuku, provide you all. La tarzuk, don't provide. La tarzuku, don't provide you all. Razikun, provider. Marzukun, the one to be provided. Rizkun, to provide. The next is Khalada. Yes, now it's your turn now.
Khalada, he remained. Khaladu, they, Khalada, he remained. Khaladu, they remained. Khalatta, you remained. Khalattu, I remained. Khalattum, you remained. Khaladana, we remained. Khaladat, she remained. Yakhludu, he remains. Yakhluduna, they remain. Takhludu, you remain. Akhludu, I remain. Takhluduna, you all remain. Nakhludu, we remain. Takhludu, she remain. She remains. Ukhlud, remain. Ukhludu, remain you all. La takhlud, don't remain. La takhludu, you all don't remain. Khalidun, remainder. Blank. Khuldun, Khuldun, I am
Khuldun,
not seeing.
Khaludun. Khuldun and Khaludun. Khuldun and Khaludun.
Yes,
Khuldun
to
and
remain.
Khaludun. Yes.
Khuldun, Khuldun, they remain.
So the next on the pattern of weak verbs, Wahab, Wada, Jara, Yajri, Ijri, Jarin, Dash, Jariyan. And next is Kala, Yakulu, Kul, Kail, Makul, Kaul. Ata, Yati, Eti, Atiyan, Matiyun, Itiyan. Let's to have the next is Jara. Who will do the Jara table? Okay. Jarrah, he continued. Jarru, they continued. Jarraita, you continued. Jarraitu, I continued. Jarraitu, you all continued. Jarraina, we continued. Jarrat, she continued. Yajri, he continues. Yajriuna, they continued. Tajri, you continue. Ajri, I continue. Tajruna, you all continue. Najri, we continue. Tajri, she continued. Ijri, continue. Ijru, continue you all. La tajri, don't continue. La tajru, don't continue you all. Jarun, one who continue. Dash, Jariyan, who continue. The next is Kala. Kala, he called upon. Kalu, they called upon. Kulta, you called upon. Kultu, I called upon. Kultu, you all called upon. Kulna, we called upon. Kalat, she called upon. Yakulu, he calls upon. Yakuluna, they call upon. Takulu, you call upon. Akulu, I call upon. Takuluna, you all call upon. Nakulu, we call upon. Takulu, she calls upon. Kul, call upon. Kulu, call upon. You are Latukul, don't call upon. Latakulu, don't call upon you. Kalun, the one who calls upon. Makulun, the one who is called upon. Kalun, to call. Next is Ata. Yes.
Ata, he came. Atau, they came. Ataita, you came. Ataitu, I came. Ataitum, you came. Ataina, we came. Atat, she came. Ya'ati, he comes. Ya'atuna, they come. Tati, you come. Ati, I come. Tatuna, you all come. Nati, we come. Last is
Tati.
Ati. She comes. Ite
Ati.
come. Ite come. Itu come you all. La tate don't come. La tatu you all don't come. Aten comer. Mati the one who comes. It's Yan to
Itian.
come.
Itian. Ata, ati, ataita, ataitu, ataitum, ataina, atat. Yati, yatuna, tati, ati, tatuna, nati, tati. Eti, etu, latati, latatu, atin, matiyun, itiyan. This was the first part completed. Let's proceed for the second part, that grammar. Understand Al-Quran the easy way. Go to page 4, pointer A, grammar parts. This is the verb revisions. Let's see, today we will revise the tables coming on the pattern of Fataha or the style of Fataha. This is our base table. For the sound verb, we say Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. For the weak verb, we say Wahaba, Wada, Kala, Zada, Da, Hada. For the repeated verb, we say Zanna, Dalla. And for the Amr, we say Amara, Sala, and Kara. Let's to revise today the words coming on the style or pattern of Fataha. First one is the Fataha. Fataha, Yaftahu, Iftah. Fatihun, Maftuhun, Fatahun. The next one is Fa'ala, Yaf'alu, If'al, Fa'il, Maf'ul, Fail. The third one is Ja'ala, Yaj'alu, Ij'al, Ja'il, Maj'ul, Jal. These are the three same which we have studied in QC1 in the comma set 1. Fataha, Fa'ala, Jal. Now the new one is Khada. Khada, Yakhda'u, Ikhda. Khada, Yakhda'u, Ikhda. Khada, Yakhda'u, Ikhda. Khadun, Makhbun, Khida'un. The next one is Zahaba. Zahaba, Yazhabu, Izhab. Zahaba, Yazhabu, Izhab. Zahib, Dash, Zahab. Kata'a, Yakta'u, Ikta. Kata'a, Yakta'u, Ikta. Kata'a, Yakta'u, Ikta. Katun, Maktuun, Katun. So look on the Fataha pattern. We have studied now 6 of our. First was Fataha, Fa'ala, Jala. These 3 we have already studied in QC1, so we knew them. The new one were Khada'a, Zahaba, and Kata. Khada means he cheated. Zahaba, he went. Kata, he cut or he disconnected. Let's to see, mashallah, you have practiced 6 words that occurs almost 535 times in the Masaf. And we have approximately 130 verbs. They are coming 1500 times in the Masaf on the Fataha pattern. But only 6 verbs, if you verbs you learn properly, you know out of these 15 word hundreds, you know the 1/3 mean 535. What's the hard work Dr. Abdulaziz Abdul Rahim has done? On the Fataha pattern, the total words coming in Musafar, they are 1500. It means they are coming in the form of 130 words on the pattern of Fataha. But if you know only these 6 words of Fataha pattern, they appear in Musaf almost 535 times. Mean almost 300. The 1/3 of all the 130 words you can learn from these 6 words. Isn't it the easy? Instead of knowing all the 130 words to cover the 1500 words, if you know only these 6 words, out of 3 you have already learned in QC1 and 3 you are now learning in QC2. You cover almost 1/3 of the all words coming from the Fataha pattern words. So let's to have the spoken Arabic. Hal fataha, as he opened, is your na'am fatah. Sorry, it was hal fatahta, have you opened? Ta will return with two. Na'am fatahtu, yes, I opened. Hal fatahtum, have you all opened? No, the answer should be Na'am fatahna, yes, we opened. Hal taftaha, hal taftahu, do you open or will open? Na'am aftahu, yes, I will open or I open. Hal taftahuna, no, it's the plural. Do you all open or will open? We'll say Na'am naftahu, yes, we open or we will open. Ifta, no, it's the amr, open. The person will say aftahu, I open. Iftahu, plural, open you are. The answer no will be naftahu. So this is the dialogue between the first and the second person. First in the past, then in the present or future, mean the mudare, then the am. Let's do have the next one. Hal ja'alta, have you made? As we know, making is the problem.
Jaltu.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we say la ma jaltu, or you can say naam jaltu if you have made some worldly thing. As you cooked something, you made something from some material, then you can say naam jaltu. Hal jaltu, have you all made naam jaltu? Hal taj'alu, did you make or naam aj'al? It's not amar, it is mudar. Hal taj'aluna, naam naj'al. Ij'al, no, it is the amr. Ij'al, aj'al. Ij'alu, naj'al. Let's have the next verb. The next verb is hal fa'alta. Have you done something?
Naam
Naam
faltu.
fa'al. Hal fa'altu? Naam fa'al. Hal taf'alu? No, the mudari. Naam fa'al. Hal taf'aluna? Naam naf'al. If'al, no, the amr. Af'alu. If'alu, not af'alu. Af'alu. If'alu, naf'al. If'alu is the plural. Let's to have the khada'at. Hal khada'ta? Do you cheated? Ma khada'at. I have not cheated. Hal khada'tu? Ma khada'at. Hal taqdaw? La akhdaw. Hal taqdawna? La akhdaw. La taqda. Now it has come nahi. La akhdaw. La taqdaw. La nakh. It is the nahi. Amrun nahi. The amr is a separate. Nahi is a separate tense. The next one is zahaba. Hal zahabta? Zahabta. Hal zahab? Hal zahabta? Naam zahabtu. Hal zahabtum? Naam zahabna. Hal zahabtu? Naam azhabu. Hal tazhabuna? Naam nazhabu. Izhab? Azhabu. Izhabu? Nazhabu. Let's have the next kata. Hal kat, naam katana. Madari. Hal taktaw? La aktaw. Hal taktawna? La naktaw. Hal taktaw? La aktaw. La taktaw. La naktaw. It is the nahi. So today we studied 6 verbs coming on the pattern of fataha. First was the fataha, and we had the 6th one, fataha, yaftahu, iftah, fatih, maftu, fatah. The next one was ja'ala. Ja'ala, yaj'alu, ij'al, ja'il, maj'ul, ja'al. The next one was fa'ala. Fa'ala, yaf'alu, if'al, fa'il, maf'ul, fa'il. The next was khada. Khada, yakhdaw, ikhda, ade, makhdu, Qada. The next was zahaba. Zahaba, yazhabu, izhab, zahib, mazhub, zahib, dash, zahab. The last one was kata. Kata, yaktau, ikta, kate, maktu, and kat. So let's have the few questions from the lesson. The first question is fattakunar. Fattakunar mean they fear the fire, they feared the fire, then fear the fire, fearing the fire. Fa means so or thus. Fattaku, fear, not the. So the correct answer is then fear the fire. The next question, wakuduha is fuel, this is fuel, that is fuel, fuel is ABC. Wa mean and. Wakudu mean the fuel, ha it. So it's fuel. The next question is, as dash in the Prophet's time, see more than one answer. Were champions of the language, were unable to produce a surah, fought wars, all of them accepted Islam. All the three are correct. Were champions of the language, were unable to produce a surah, and fought wars. The next question, the stones in the hellfire may refer to a disbeliever, people of Makkah, a hypocrite, the idols. The hellfire stones are the idols. The next question, the translate mutashabiha, shape, resemblance, pause, fruits. What will be in mutashabiha? Of course, there will be the resemblance. Mutashabiha means resemblance. Translate mutahratun, that which is prepared, that which is purified, good tidings, purified is process. Mutahratun, purified, basically, purified, means that which is purified. Good news of Jannah is given to those slack mouth and one. Don't do good deeds, don't have faith.
And D. Have correct faith.
Have correct faith, do good deeds. Three non-keys of Amila are Amila, Yamalu, Amal. Amila, Mamil, Mamul. Amil, Mamul, Amal.
Amil, Mamul, Amal.
That's it, correct. Fi'l mudari of razaka is urzuk, yarzuku, tarzuku, la turzuk. Razaka, yarzuk. So, razaka, yarzuku, urzuk. So the yarzuk is the mudari and rizq is the urzuk is the amr. Plural more than three of nahar is anhar, naharan, naharun, anharun. ABCD. Plural of nahar is anhar. The three keys of fataha, yaftu, fataha, maftu, fatah, fateh, maftu, fatah. Fateh, maftu, fatah. The last one is correct. Three word keys of khada are khada, makhdau, khada, khada, yakhdau, ikhda, khade, makhdu, mukhada, khade, makhdu, khada. It's the verb. Khada, yakhdau, ikhda. So the correct. Translate. Wama yakhduna. They do not devise, they devise, and they do not devise, and they do not devise ABC. Wama yakhduna. Wa and ma not, or do not, yakhduna. So the and they do not devise. Translate. Taj'aluna. That's more than one answer. You all made, they will make, you all make, you all will make. ABCD. Taj'aluna.
They will make. B.
You all make or you will. They, for they is the yaj'aluna. It is tajaluna. Is will you place upon it? Will you place upon it ABCD? Atajalu fiha.
And placed upon it.
Will you place upon it? The next is Zahabtum. Translate. You all went. You all will go. You all go. They have gone. ABCD. Zahabtum. Tum has. You all went. Zahabtum is the part. So you all went. Translate into Arabic. They have cut. Yaktau. Yaktawuna. Katau. Taktawuna. ABCD. They. They is with ya. So yaktawuna plural. So B is the word. Katau is a past. So kata yak kata katawu. Hal fatahtul baba. Tum has come. Naam taftawuna al baba. Naam fatahna al baba. Naam yaftawuna al baba. Naam naftawul baba. Taftawu related with naftahu. So naam naftahna baba. هل تفعلون الخير؟ نعم نفعل خيرا، نعم فعلنا خيرا، نعم أفعلوا خيرا، نعم تفعلون خيرا. It's تفعلون. So نفعل will be the answer. نعم نفعل خيرا is the correct and this D is not the correct. هل للمنافقون خادعون؟ نعم المنافقون خادعون. المنافق خادع. نعم المنافقون يخدعون. خدعوا المنافق. So the first is the correct. The seventh homework, we remember 2 hours from the Salawat. You have to open the Musaf from any place and read it at least 5 or 10 minutes daily. Then close and recall from your memory whatever you have earlier memorized or you have memorized by reading this in 5 to 10 minutes. And then you have to do the on the study book. You take out the QC2 book and study the text daily 5 to 10 minutes, those lessons which you have studied that week. If you don't have the hard copy, it doesn't matter. Just get it printed and bind it in the form of book. If don't have the facility or can't afford, then simply read it from your mobile or the computer. Read at least 5 to 10 minutes daily the lesson. The fourth task is the most important. Read this card. Keep this card with you in your pocket or in your lady hand purse and take it 5 times daily in different times. Just like before the prayers or after the prayers for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, not more than that. And read whatever you memorize, okay. Keep it on 5 days daily. And within few weeks, you will memorize the whole card. After that, when you will continue this revision, mean revising this 5 times in a day for 2 to 3 minutes, then your memory starts sharpening. The fifth homework is listen to the concise MP3 recording of the 20 lessons. But they are 1 hour's recording. Every lesson is recorded 3 minutes. So you can have the complete revision of 50% Quranic words in 1 hour. So keep it so you will not forget the QC1. Otherwise, you will quickly forget. The sixth homework is talk about the whatever you have studied in that day with your study partner. Both should discuss on that and have a practice on that. And the seventh one is have recite and learn different surah and ayah and recite them. And alhamdulillah, now you are doing the QC2. This is the time when you can easily memorize them. Start hifzing those, the ayah which have you already studied in page 1, 2, 3, and now in page 4 has started, and memorize them and use them to recite in different of the prayers. And remember, you are selected for this course by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't miss it. Keep saying, Rabbi zidni ilma, so Allah may increase in your knowledge. And also pray for your course mate and those who are studying with you. Be a teacher. The best way to learn is to teach. Download the PowerPoints and start teaching. You can get these from the Understand Al Quran Academy site, the PowerPoints, the PDFs, as well as the homework and the quiz are open there. You can study from them and you can download the PowerPoints and the PDFs for teaching purposes. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. With this, we have completed our lesson of the today. Still, there are some time available. Let's to revise few tables. Kada, he made a secret plan. Kadu, they made a secret plan. Kitta, you made a secret plan. Kittu, I made a secret plan. Kittum, you made a secret plan. Kidna, we made a secret plan. Kadat, she made a secret. Yakidu, he makes a secret plan. Yakiduna, they make a secret plan. Takidu, you make a secret plan. Akidu, I make a secret plan. Takiduna, you all make a secret plan. Nakidu, we make a secret plan. Takidu, she makes a secret plan. Kid, make a secret plan. Kidu, make you all a secret plan. La takid, don't make a secret. La takidu, don't make a secret. Kaidu, the secret planner. Makid, one is secret planned, and kid to make a secret plan. So the pointers for all the five fingers are praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes for muttaqin, no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqin, corrupt and fools, double face. First example, fire. Second example, rain. Quran's calls, Quran's challenge, warning and good news. Examples of mosquito, who goes astray, and how can you disbelieve? Question on the Khalifa, teaching of names, Sijda and Iblis, and Sleep and Toba are the all five fingers or the 5 pages pointers which we have to study in this course. In short, we can say praise, dua, guidance, attributes, kafirin, munafiqin, corrupt, double face, 5 rain, fall, challenge, warning, mosquito, astray, disbelief, Khalifa, name, Sijda, and Toba. So this was all from my side. If you have any question, you are welcome. Yes, for questions, you are welcome.
Sir, may I question?
Yes, you are most welcome.
Sir, it's very difficult to read the ayah and then translate. Too short vocabulary. What is the method to improve vocabulary? We have to repeat again and again the new words. Suppose I start some surah, wala adiyati dabkhan falmuriyati kadkhan falmuirati subhan. So we have short of vocabulary.
Brother, remember, Quran is very easy. Actually, Quran speaks is all difficult words again and again and again. But you have to start from one side and start. Alhamdulillah, starting with this Surah Al-Baqarah, when you complete the Surah Al-Baqarah, Alhamdulillah, you become so able that you understand majority of the words. Almost 67% words have been repeated in this surah. When you once cover them, then they become. Remember, the last juz is the most rich in word. Most rich in word, I mean the all different words which even have come once in the Masjid, they are there. So it's not easy to start from there. You have to start from the easy and to go stepwise to the harder. And thus you get a confidence. As we did in the translation, I can translate myself course, we did the Surah Al-Hujurat, we did Kafrun, then we did the 30 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. Then it was very easy for us to go for the next 30 ayah, which you didn't did. Otherwise, you would have been in the class where now we people have reached 100, I think 59 or 79. He started with 61. Nowadays, we have reached there. And remember, the words are so much repeated. So we even without going in, looking into our writing or that, we verbally say this is the word. So you should go from the start, which is the pattern of that. And once you cover them with the passing time, you will be so able when you reach to the 30th juz, you will be having all the vocabularies required for it. It is not possible. Just as look in the today's example, we study 6 words out of Fataha. Okay, the words coming on this pattern, they are 130. Maybe out of 130, 100 has come in the para 30. It's very difficult to remember those 100. But if you remember these 6 which are easy and you can revise them easily, you can understand at least 1/3 of the total Fataha pattern coming verbs in the Quran. That is the grip which gives you confidence. At least you know the 1/3 of that by only learning the 6 one. And gradually, then you will slowly and gradually you learn more and more and more. The time will come, you will be able to translate all the 130 words of Fataha, covering the 1500 words in English. But unfortunately, what we do, we go for the hard part first. We want to learn the 100 words to cover the 500 words, which are coming in the last 2 juz or the last 3 juz. You forgot when I was revising how to remember the surahs in Mashaf. We say 5 surah, 5 surah, 5 surah, 30. And you saw the earlier 27 juz, they have only 57. And the last 57, they are in the 3. And we are going after them. It's not possible. You then need an extraordinary hard work or the memory or the short memory to cover that. If you start from there. Yes, for the purpose of tajweed, for the purpose of hifz, for the purpose of understanding simply the pattern of the ayah or surah, you can start from the 30th para. That is the reason why they start from the 30th, because these have all the different words, afal, asma, and hard words and difficult words. If once you remember, then you become very easy for the. But we people say no. Start from the easy, go to the harder. So you had a more confidence. At least I know this one para, I know these 2 para, I know these 5 para, I know these 10 para, I know now the 15 para, I know the 20th para. Now only 1/3 is left. It gives you courage. And at the same time, you have learned so many things, they will help you to understand the others.
Okay.
If you want, brother, start from the Suratul Fatiha. It is the Fatiha. It is the opener. It is the start. If you understand it, then start the Baqarah and gradually go ahead. And smoothly when you move, you go the Mus'haf more easily and more quickly.
I have
But if you-
Musaf with translation of Nazar Ahmad. If I remember Nazar Ahmad, Musaf of it is referred here also.
If you start from the reverse, then you have started.
I will not go there. I will start from Surah Baqarah.
I mean, you are trying to rise,
Go to the
or you
other
are
one.
trying to cover this mountain, but in reverse pattern. How you? If you go like this, you can climb. You can climb the mountain. But if you start reverse climbing.
Step by step. And
How
now
how
I
is
go.
it difficult to climb a mountain in
No, I
reverse?
will go step. I am an old man. I can't
No.
climb.
Oh,
I will go
no.
step by step.
That's not acceptable, Kareem. Till the age of 65, only 3% neurons died. 97% are intact. And moreover, the genius person of the world has not used more than 25% of the neurons in his whole life. It means none of us, we have used our all capabilities. It's
Yes.
unfortunate. It's the enemy which is behind it. He is pushing. Oh, you can't. You are old. What is it? This is not possible. He took you to the reverse side. So you should feel something. That is happening with you.
Okay.